Shalom. All praises to Abanoah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Kala Lalima Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, on down to the rest of the prophets, and that teach this truth and that are ordained by Yahweh Hashem Shai as the men of the Lord on this planet Earth, and teach us diligently, week in, week out, day in, day out, every hour. There's always some video going up, depending on where the men of the Lord are located around the planet. Okay? Now, I urge you, I always say this in every video, I urge you, okay, to watch the men of the Lord, men of Great Millstone, from the apostles on down. Start with Great Millstone Street Ministry, okay? Right? Great Millstone Street Ministry, all right? Okay, now that aside, now, man's best friend, okay, we know how Esau, the so-called white man, right, is a depraved, sick F, okay? Deuteronomy 32:32 says that their vine is a vine of Sodom, okay? So they're naturally moles and sodomites and homosexuals by nature. That's their nature, okay? That's why a lot of even Jakes joke about it, right? And before I knew I was a Jake, you know, being a man of color, you know, I hung around other Israelite foreigners, and we always talk about it, man. Yeah, and you know, I don't session up with the, you know, crackers or white people. Sessioning meaning, I don't know if that slang is used in the States. Sessioning meaning that, you know, I don't drink up. I don't drink with them. Because like back in the day, you know, you'd be in the park, sitting on a park bench, you know, you bought a bottle of liquor or bought some beers. It'd be a nice sunny day on a Saturday afternoon. You'd be with the boys. I'm talking like probably 25 years ago, like the, you know, the 90s and all that kind of thing, you know? And, you know, early 2000s and all that kind of thing, because you grow out of that, you know, you put away childish things. There's nothing wrong with having a drink though, but, you know, they've changed the laws in the UK where you can't even have a drink outside anymore. It's like America, where back in the day you could walk around here on a bus, on the street with an open container. I could have a bottle of vodka in my hand, right? A whole pint, and walk around the street sipping on it, and nobody would say nada. And that law was changed in 2007. Okay? So you can't do that anymore. Taking more of your freedoms away. Now back to the fact of the matter. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. What I was trying to get at was, yeah, they would say, yeah, I don't session up or have a drink with crackers, because if you do, they'll joke about it. Obviously, none of them did, you know, because you know you watch movies and comedy shows, and Esau loves to show truth in comedy. Comedy meaning food for thought, or comeda in the Greek, you know, as brought out by Apostle Gabar, and we'd always joke about it. You know, no, not joke about it. You know, people would joke about it. You see stand-up comedians and movies and ish like that. And amongst us Jakes, we'd say, man, I ain't sessioning up with no, you know, with no white man, or, you know, or sessioning up with them. You know, I'm not befriending them. You know, I was never friends with them. I never liked them. I never liked hanging out with them, even before I knew I was Jake. Okay, there's always something weird about them. And it always, like, if you worked in an environment around Edomites, you got 3-4 Edomites together, guaranteed if you walk past their conversation or you're sitting nearby, guaranteed they're going to be you know, they're going to be talking about cocks or penises. And these are men talking about penises. You can understand 3-4 single women standing around, 3-4 attractive single women standing around, maybe talking about dicks. Okay, because they're women, they should be talking about dick. Okay, right? They're women. But when it's men talking about it, you would never have hear that conversation around Jakes or Israelite foreigners. Absolutely not. Not unless they're a Mo. Okay? Right? And Esau has that vine of Sodom. Okay? And that foul, nasty spirit, like anything goes. You know? And it always, you know, show you in movies like, for example, I was watching that Steve Martin movie. Is it not Parenthood? Is the other one. You know, Father of the Bride. You know? You watch it, you know, you switch on the TV, some of that movie's on, and there's a scene, I believe it's part 2, where Steve Martin goes to his daughter's in-laws house, okay, that live in Beverly Hills. And there's an Edomite in the movie, right, that owns a beautiful big house in Beverly Hills, right, or Bel Air, one or the other. Okay, remember, this movie was made in 91, 92, so that's when Beverly Hills was saying, right? And it's like a bunch of, is it Rottweilers? Yeah, Rottweilers. No, Rottweilers? No, Dobermans. They look like Rottweilers. They're slimmer, aren't they? But the same color pattern, like brown and black. There was like 2 or 3 Rottweiler Dobermans in the house, and Esau gets on his knees and starts kissing and French kissing the dog, man. You know, Esau always not listen. A dog has more value than a freaking Edomite, okay? Than a fucking Edomite. Do you understand me? A dog has more value than a fucking filthy cracker Edomite. You understand? All right. But all right, Esau puts human life, because Israelites are the real humans, human life, right, or even their own kind above a dog. Okay. Whereas, they'd feed a dog that's hungry. There's nothing wrong with that. Feed a dog that's hungry. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if somebody, a poor person or a homeless person asks for food, they'll tell them to get the hell out of the way or get a job. Now, if somebody asks you for food and just wants food, doesn't want money, I urge you, if you have food on you or like a sandwich or eating a sandwich or even half a sandwich, give it to the person, man. Especially if the spirit compels you, because you never know who they are. It could be an angel in disguise, man. Okay, it could be an angel in disguise. All right. But let's just stick to the fact that Esau is foul. Okay, and Esau is just a foul, a beast. Okay, they're lower than a beast. A beast has more value than Esau. A swine has more value than Esau. Okay, but you know how Edomites are, man. They're always around their dogs and cats and stuff, and they're always kissing them on the mouth and letting their animals lick their children's hands, and then the children are eating food at the table and they're not even washing their hands and shit like that. They're kissing their dog on the mouth and the head and shit like that. And that's just the dog. There's also been truth in news stories where dolphins and orcas and whales have caught herpes. And who goes deep sea diving more? Ain't niggas, ain't Jake. I've never seen no Jake go deep sea diving. Okay, not unless it's their particular job. Jake doesn't get involved in that. Jake don't do no skydiving. Collectively, Jake doesn't do no deep sea diving. Collectively, Jake doesn't do no abseiling, mountain climbing. Collectively, yeah, that's an Edomite thing. Okay, that's an Edomite nature. Okay, Edomites do things because Jake is plain, man. Jake is simple. You know what I mean? A nice yard, a nice little pad to chill in. A woman or two, a decent ride. His daily bread. You know what I mean? A couple of bottles of beer in the evening. A gym to get his swole on. A couple of steaks during the week, some chicken, some good food. Jake is happy, man. And also, Jake is calling on the Lord's name. Jake is happy. Most importantly, calling on the Lord's name in the correct name. Okay, Acts. Acts. 1 second. Let me get the right scripture. That's Acts 4 and 12. There's only one name under heaven that we must be saved. Now back to the crux of the matter. Yeah, there's been orcas that have caught herpes. Okay, and Jake doesn't do that. All these diseases that are being spread is Edomites, man. Edomites do sick things like that, bruv. We're all grown here, right? We all watch porn in the day, okay? All right, most of us got wives and children, or at least children anyway. We men, we deal with women, all right? We watch porn back in the day. Who you always see as a cuck? It's Esau, man. Esau would rather jerk off and watch another man fuck his woman than him making love, than him dealing with his woman. And who do they get? Jake. They always get Jake to do that fucking wickedness. And Jake's gonna say, hell yeah, I'll do that. Shit, it's a white bitch. I'm gonna plow that hole. Esau is just foul by nature, man. But a dog is a man's best friend. A dog is loyal. DMX said it, man. He prefers the company of dogs to humans because dogs are more loyal. There's certain truth in that. I get it. I understand that, Okay, now let's just read this by. It's well known that dogs are man's best friend, but they do much more than just hang out with us. Dogs provide emotional support when we are stressed or anxious and are highly attentive to us and our emotional states. Now, Esau's taken highly attentive to us and our emotional states to another level. I'm sure you guys have seen the video. I'm not going to replay that video of an Edomite girl getting her twat okay, that we call in the UK, your brothers call in America a twat, a vagina licked by a dog, an Alsatian. Okay? They do things like that. Edomite women do that. They're probably having breakfast at the table, sitting on the chair with a skirt on and no drawers, and the dog will come underneath and they'll call, hey, come here, come here, come here, and ask the dog to lick their pussy. They do ish like that. Salakia for the language, but we're being real over here. We're grown, right? They do things like that. Okay? But then on the flip side, a lot of these dogs are turning on these people. And most of the individuals that are being attacked are Edomites. Okay? I've got like a list of a couple of news segments of attacks in the UK and the USA. And they're back to back, man. Okay? Number one, the Lord is putting the spirit of vengeance on these animals. Number two, the animals are getting revenge because only the Lord knows what's going on with these dogs, man. Maybe the dog's being kicked in the mouth. God forbid, maybe the dog is being handled in a sexual way by the Edomite owner, That's what goes on, man. That's how foul this world is. Foul, And this is the queendom that you niggas want to stay in, that you Jakes want to stay in. You want to stay in this world. Generational wealth, my ass. Generational wealth for what? It's going to be generational chips. Okay? But we're not going to get that far for generational chips. But it's going to be chips for you, fish and chips for you sellouts out there. Because you're going to take the fish and chips, the charagma, Revelation 13:16. Okay? Yeah, so Esau's taken, stress or anxiety, and they are highly attentive to us and our emotional states. Because when a dog is violated that way, which is not supposed to have, because a man is not supposed to touch a beast. A man is not supposed to touch a man. A woman is not supposed to touch a woman. Okay, Leviticus 20:13. You're not supposed to touch a beast sexually, man. A male dog is supposed to have sex with a female dog. Okay? A male cat is supposed to have sex with a female cat. Right? And a real man, is supposed to have sex with a real woman. See, I've got to emphasize the real part because this fucking flip-flop shit going on. Yeah? Where are we? Okay. Okay, the garden. Let's check this out. American bully. American bully. Dog breed under spotlight in UK after fatal attacks. Breed responsible for 9 deaths since 2021. But dog organizations suggest ban may not address the issue. Nah, it's all spiritual. The Lord is putting His spirit on His beast to take you damn devils out, man. The American bully. Okay, one second. The American bully XL. The breed is not recognized by any of the main dog associations in the UK, meaning there are no figures on ownership rates in the country. Okay? The American bully has quickly become one of the more visible dog breeds in the UK in recent years. The breed is not recognized by any of the main dog associations in the UK, meaning there are no figures on ownership rates in the country. However, the dog's frequent appearance in the news, often under tragic circumstances, suggests they are more prevalent than ever. The American bully, a newer version of the American bulldog. Okay. They come in 4 variations: standard, pocket, classic, and XL. They vary in size, with those taller than 50 centimeters, 20 inches, classified as an XL. Nice stocky dog, with a V shape. No, I'm not going to read all that. Okay, so we know what's going on. 9 deaths in 2021. And that's just one thing. All right. Let's go to some more. 7-year-old girl killed after dog viciously attacked her. Dog owner charged with homicide. Right? And this was when? What's the news? Okay, yeah. 2023, 7-year-old. What was the damn date? 8th of January 2023. Okay, so a 7-year-old girl, 7 meaning completion, you know, was killed in a dog attack in Louisiana, and authorities have arrested the dog owner after police said he failed to restrain the animal. The East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office responded to reports of a dog attacking a girl at a home in Baton Rouge on Friday night, officials said in a Facebook post. So what I read earlier was in the UK. This is in the States, and there's numerous stories I have in the UK and the States. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Homicide investigators learned the girl was playing outside a relative's home when a neighbor's dog, presumed to be a pit bull terrier mix, viciously attacked her, according to arrest documents obtained by USA Today. The relative attempted to intervene and stop the attack by striking the dog with a walking cane. Okay? However, the dog continued to maul the victim in the front yard, the document said. The child was taken to a local hospital where medical staff said she sustained numerous bites to her face and substantial damage to her skull, resulting in her death, according to the report. Now, when you read stories like this, especially if you've got children or, Jake, we naturally have that merciful element in us because we are in this weak flesh. We don't understand it because we just think, oh, it's a little baby girl, 7 years old. But we don't know what she did, man. As the scriptures say, whoever perisheth being innocent. Okay, it's horrible, but hey, it's the Lord's decision. Isaiah 45 verse 7. The Lord creates peace and evil. Okay? The Lord does all these things. Yahweh Shemeshai does it. Okay? 10 attack. Family dog kills 2 Tennessee children, injure mom who tried to stop mauling. Another one. Look at that. Okay, let me just read the first one I was reading. Investigators learned the dog's residence was about 150 yards from the way the girl was attacked, and the owner of the dog was interviewed by authorities. The owner, identified as 20-year-old Eric Lopez, more than likely a Jake, Northern Kingdom. Okay, 20-year-old is a young lad. Said he was not home when the attack happened, but acknowledged that the dog was unrestrained and would often roam the neighboring property where the attack happened. Authorities added that there was no offense, no barrier to confine the dog at home. Well, the Lord ordained it that way. The Lord put in the spirit of the owners not to make offense or just to delay it. And the Lord put the spirit on the dog to attack. We don't know what that girl did, man. Maybe she said something wrong to the Lord, disrespected, Yahweh Shemeshai's name in the ancient world. We don't know. It could be anything. Okay? All right? Let's go to this one. What was this date? This is 2023. Okay. All right. USA Today. 2 young children are dead and their mothers suffered major injuries after 2 family dogs attacked a baby and toddler at their West Tennessee home. The mauling took place outside of the family Memphis area home on Thursday. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office reported Kirsty Bernard, 30, suffered critical injuries when she tried to intervene in the attack on her 5-month-old boy. Damn. 5 months, man. 20 weeks. 21 weeks. 21 is, 7, 20, yeah. Hollis Dean and 2-year-old girl Lily Jane, family and police said. Hey, man, Yahweh Shemeshai. And this is all happening now, this year, by the way. All right? Actually, no. It's displayed now, but it's, according to here, it's 10th of August. Okay, so this is all happening in the last 7 to 8 months, all the way till now, all these attacks. Galatians 6 verse 7 says that, you reap what you sow. You don't ever get away with it. We don't know what these Edomites did in their past life to get such a horrific attack. Only the Lord knows, Yahweh Shemeshai is, we will never understand the Lord because the Lord says, my ways are not your ways, Okay? And your ways are not my ways, Kirsty Bernard, 30, suffered critical injuries when she tried to intervene in the attack on a 5-month-old boy, Hollis Dean, and 2-year-old girl, Lily Jane, family and police said. Okay, so she got juked up as well. Kirsty Bernard. She put her body on top of Lily's to try and protect her after the attack started. Bernard's uncle, by marriage, Jeff Gibson told USA Today on Saturday, both dogs started attacking her while she lay on Lily. Damn, both dogs. So this was like a tag team match, basically. They effed her up. The two children were pronounced dead when officials arrived at their home, the sheriff's office reported. Whoa, both of them died. 5-month and a 2-year-old. Boy and a girl. Their mother was taken to a local hospital in critical condition, officials said. Gibson said his nephew Colby Bernard was not home when the attack took place. You know, look at Esau living his best life. Devil. All right, whatever. Okay, we know where we stand with that one. Let's see if there's any more news. Dog owner warning others after recent attack. Okay, I watched that one. It was a Mobite that owns some kind of Mobite dog with a funny name. And his dog was attacked by another dog. Okay. Here we go, another one. Elderly man killed this time. February 25th of Feb 2023. Elderly man killed, woman critically injured in horrific dog attack in San Antonio. Okay, let's check the news segment now. Where's the sound?
Reports from the Ladder 33 crew that as they rounded the corner.
Have you noticed that it's like even in this attack, it was two dogs that did teamwork to attack it. So this is, courtesy of Yahweh Hashem Yashai. Kalal Yahweh Hashem Yashai. There's Mr. Charles Hood there. Let's see what Chief got to say.
They could see a gentleman being dragged by a dog. They could see him completely bloody before they got off of the fire truck. Horrific scene. Horrific for the people that experienced this.
They've broken through a wall of fence as well, man. You know how them Edomites are. They're gonna have. They're gonna be everything. Everything is usually like fenced up, and they like their borders, and they don't want no one going on their property and all that kind of ish. So those dogs are furious.
We were able to get custody of all the animals that were involved, all the animals from the property, made location, and also were able to kind of question the owners of the animals.
All right. Okay, there's so many.
Yay!
And this is just the tip of the iceberg, man. Oh, we're going to the debt clock. Today is the 5th, isn't it? Oh, Lord willing, they don't fulfill this debt clock-ish. We want Esau's kingdom, queendom to fall flat on his damn face. Okay, any more of the attacks here? Let's see if we've got any more. Dog attacks. Woman attacked by dog at nature reserve. Let's see, check this one. This was 48 minutes ago in Humberside in the UK. Boy 11 seriously hurt in dog attack. Now 6 hours ago in Manchester. Okay. Fatal dog attack suspect released on bail. Coventry in Warwickshire. Pensioner dies after being attacked by dog. This is 2 days ago. Coventry in Warwickshire. Tribute paid to man killed in dog attack. Manchester, 19th of May. Park cleared as 8-stone bulldog attacks owner. 8 stone is basically, let me work that out for you. A stone has 14 pounds, right? All right. So 112-pound dog, all right? So 100 park cleared as 112-pound bulldog attacks owner. 1 stone in the UK, which is a UK measurement, 1 stone is equal to 14 pounds. Okay? So if it says 8 stones, you just multiply the 8 by 14. That gives you the... Okay, it's 112 pounds this dog, right? Park cleared as 8 stone bulldog attacks owner. Boys 7 and 2 men injured in dog attack. Let's see what else we got here. Couple who moved due to dog attacks. Back new law. Couple who moved due to dog attacks. Back new law. Appeal to dog owners after boys 7 attacked at pub. That's 12th of May. Dog attack leaves man and woman badly injured. 10th of May. Met police shoot dead 2 dogs and taser man. It's 8th of May. This is the UK. You know, you guys abroad, you know, especially in the States, always think that guns aren't here. Guns are here in the UK. There's street jakes here, or street ninjas. They got straps. Okay, they got straps. You know, I remember hearing about bear shootings coming up. Okay, especially the hood that I grew up in. There were shootings every week, stabbings every week. You know, we're talking about the 80s and 90s, the heyday of gang violence, especially here in West London and all parts of London. You know, look at that lamb, even a beautiful lamb killed in dog attack in North Yorkshire, man. And a lamb definitely has more value than a damn Edomite, that's for sure. No, even a dog killed by look. See? Look at that. Girl 6 suffers facial injuries in dog attack. Look at this. How many news? Look how many news segments there are. Look at that. This is all this year. All this year. Okay? All this year. Okay, so we've gone into how foul Esau is with orcas, how foul Esau is with dogs, and how the dogs are turning on Esau. Okay? I'm just going to go into one more news segment, then we're going to go into some scriptures, Lord willing. Okay? All right, gravitas. Scientists suggest killer whales are teaching each other to sink ships. Now, why do you think they would want to teach each other to sink ships? Because they're tired of Esau, man. They're tired of his... Even the animals, okay, are tired of Esau. Okay? Even the mammals are tired of Esau. Hence the reason why so many attacks are happening. Whether they're mammals, animals. Yeah? Let's play this.
Now, before we talk about our next story, I want you to take a look at some of these headlines. Now, killer whales or orcas severely damaged a sailing boat off the coast of southern Spain. They rammed into the boat and also broke its rudder, and then they pierced its hull. The Spanish authorities raced to try and save the sinking vessel, but it was in such disrepair that it had to be towed to the shore. Now look at this one. A British couple were enjoying a sailing cruise off the coast of Morocco. A pod of orcas then suddenly surrounded their boat and started bumping into it. And the attack continued for over an hour. It was coupled with high winds and big swells, and the couple was terrified. But thankfully, the crew navigated the boat to safety. And now here's another one. A Swiss sailing yacht was attacked by 3 killer whales just off the coast of Gibraltar. It had 4 crew members on board. The impact was so hard that they had to abandon it. The yacht could not sustain the damage and soon sank afterwards. You see, nature knows how to heal itself, and it is clear from how these orcas have been behaving that they are doing this deliberately and they are sinking ships. Researchers too now believe that they are doing this intentionally. Their ambushes seem coordinated and they appear to be purpose-driven. Now, despite being called killer whales, normally these whales are not considered dangerous for humans. Now, recently, they've done some serious damage to a series of boats. So why is this happening? So let me tell you what the leading theory behind this behavior of the orcas is.
Theory is an idea, okay? It's not a fact. Remember that. The fact is that Yahweh Hashem has created beasts for vengeance. That's the fact, not a theory.
Now, researchers believe that orcas are taking revenge. Their actions appear to be clearly motivated, and speculation is that a female killer whale had suffered a pretty traumatic incident with a boat. Now, the scientists are calling her White Gladys. They claim that this trauma caused her to start attacking.
See, even mammals and animals don't forget the plight of their own. So how do you think do you think we Israelites have forgotten our plight? The hell that we've caught? Each generation suffering PTSD and stress, not knowing what the F that's about, carrying the trauma from each captivity. Huh? You think Yahweh Hashem Yashai forgot? The Lord requires that which is past, man. And these are just mammals. So what do you and what do you think about what the Israelites are going to do in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yashai? Call out Yahweh Hashem Yashai.
Vessels, and she taught this aggressive behavior to other orcas, who further passed it on to their children. Now, orcas, remember, are extremely intelligent. It is true that they are capable of teaching one another certain behavioral patterns, and this also includes violent actions. In the past few years, hundreds of attacks have been recorded in the Iberian Peninsula. In a majority of them, the orcas struck the underbody of the boat. The interactions have been brief and caused minimal damage to the vessels. But on at least about 3 separate occasions, including the ones that we told you about, the orcas have sunk the boats. For what exactly are these killer whales seeking revenge? Do we even need to say it out loud? Well, it's most likely for human behavior and human disturbances in these water bodies. Boats, remember, disrupt aquatic life, and not just that, they also prey on aquatic creatures. Many times this leaves other predators scrambling. The orcas of the Iberian coast have to compete with the fishing vessels for food, and they follow ships to snag their prey. The bluefin tuna, before fishermen can in fact reel them in, and this puts the aquatic mammals at risk. They could get stuck or entangled, and scientists have seen killer whales in these waters with fishing lines hanging from their bodies, and it is not a pretty sight to see. Now, the IUCN, or the International Union for Conservation of Nature, classifies the Iberian orca's subpopulation as critically endangered. And if humans are going to threaten them like this, then of course, they're going to fight back sooner rather than later. This is their survival instinct. But the harsh truth is, humans are a bigger threat to orcas than orcas are to us.
Now, Edomites and the heathens are a biggest threat to you orcas, okay? Jake don't do nothing. I don't see no Jake doing none of this ish, okay? Jake doesn't even like to go into the ocean and all that kind of thing, you know? You know? Eddie Griffin said it best. See, we might go to the beach and just like paddle a little bit, put our feet in the water, maybe like 6 inches, and that's about it. As soon as you feel that seaweed, we get the F out of it, you know?
Beyond is now available in your country. Download the app.
Okay, let's go to the scriptures. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 39, 27, all the way to 30, okay? All these things are, Ecclesiasticus 39, 27, all these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil, like we just been seeing, okay? They've been taking out people, orcas, been taking out ships, orcas, which are basically killer whales. And they're called killer whales, not kilo whales, killer whales. Okay? And they're huge. And then on top of that, you got the dogs attacking. And this is just 2 species I've mentioned. And there's numerous others. Okay? Foxes, lions, tigers. How many Edomites and crackers you seen being eaten up alive, man? These damn devils think that they're like that cracker from Australia. What's that MF's name? This is a beaut, mate. This is a beaut. This one's a lovely one, mate. You know that one? What's that guy? That cracker's name? The one who got pierced in the heart by a shark or something? No. Was it a swordfish or something? Whatever that damn devil's name is. All these crackers think they're one of them. Okay, all these things are good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. Into evil. There be spirits that are created, verse 28, Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. What does appease mean? Yeah, let's get the definition of appease. I'm just using my my phone handset. 1 second. Pacify or placate someone by acceding to their demands. Basically, we please, and the beasts are, making the Lord feel better in layman's terms, by listening to the Lord's demands. Okay. And the second version is, the first verb would be pacify or placate someone, or is it placate or placate? Placate someone by acceding to their demands. Amendments have been added to appease local pressure groups, for example. Amendments have been added to appease local pressure groups. That's an example there. Number 2 would be assuage or satisfy, a demand or a feeling. We give charity because it appeases our guilt. Okay, so it makes them feel better. So ultimately, the simplest way to what appease means is it pleases the Lord. So let's read verse 28 again. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Verse 29, Ecclesiasticus 39:29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Verse 30, the crux of the matter. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword. Okay, we haven't even touched on the sword yet and the violence that's going on. But teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So that 7-year-old girl was wicked. The elderly people were wicked. Okay? That 5-month-old Edomite was wicked. That 2-year-old Edomite girl was wicked. All them people taken out are wicked. Okay? We don't know. We can't see the past. We don't know what they did in the previous life. What they did. We don't know. But the Lord, pursuant to Galatians 6 verse 7, you reap what you sow, man. Verse 31, the beast. They shall rejoice in his commandment, the Lord's Yahweh Shemeshah's commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Basically, when the beasts are given the go-ahead, or whoever the Lord gives the go-ahead to do, to take somebody out, or whatever they got to do, right-hand side, a left-hand side, the angels, or whoever the Lord puts a spirit on to do what they got to do, they don't transgress the Lord's word, man. They do what they got to do. All right? And if you look at Jake ain't going to be kissing his dog or animal, whatever he has, on the mouth. And Jake ain't going to be getting too crazy with him. Jake might pat him on the head. Jake might maybe even give him a cuddle, But if the dog tries to lick Jake's going to maybe give a little tap on the top of the head. And gently, of course, you don't want to punch a dog in the mouth, Just gently say, hey, listen, you can't do that. And you clean yourself off, That's what Jake is like. But Esau will be licking the dog in the mouth and kissing the dog and feeding the dog and eating the same sandwich that the dog is eating, But a righteous man, right? You take care of your animals, man. You feed them correctly. You take them for walks. You engage them and you control them and teach them that you are a beast. I'm your master, right? I'm going to be cool with you, but you cannot lick on me. You cannot lick on my children. You cannot eat my food. You stay in your space, I stay in mine, but we're going to get along beautifully. There's a way, and Jake does it in the way that I mentioned. Esau just is like locking lips with the damn animals, for crying out loud. Proverbs 12:10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, man. The tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. And you know how Esau is the cruelest MFer, period, man. The most violent so-called person or people on this planet Earth is the so-called white man, the Edomites, the heathen nation. They are the most violent. They are the most fagged out. They're the most sodomites. They're the most demonic. They're the most foul-looking, They act on every urge and every whim. They have no self-control. They're a bunch of beasts. Okay, I don't like calling them beasts because they're below a damn beast, because a beast has more value than a damn Edomite. Okay? All right? Now we would talk a little back to Esau again. Job 30:8. They were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Yeah, they are viler than the earth, man. Okay? Job 30 and verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Even Job said that. I said, I wouldn't even have these crackers next to my dogs, because they'll probably try and have sex with them, or that's not really sex, but they try and violate them in a sexual way. You know what I mean? You don't want them there. You don't want them there. So get the hell away from my dogs, man. And why do you think these beasts are turning? These beasts are probably turning. Maybe they were violated by these damn crackers, man, or heathens, whatever they were. You know? And on the flip side, they're also doing the work of the Lord. I mean, they're doing the work of the Lord anyway, but on the flip side, they're taking out individuals who the Lord doesn't want them to breathe on this side anymore. He deletes them. Okay? Let's go to Galatians 6, verse 7. One last scripture. What are you, how about letting me make this video? No. Galatians 6, verse 7. Be not deceived. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So whatever you do, you get it back, man. Why do you think you get some? The Lord gets them back sometimes like this. You see a child born with 3 heads, or I'm sorry, not 3 heads, 2 heads, like those Siamese Elamites in India. They were like joined together, looking like they're, some of these dot heads look like they're God, don't they? And they're deities they pray to, right? Sometimes, they're born with a 3rd leg, 4th leg, or whatever. Sometimes their faces are deformed. Sometimes they're in wheelchairs. Sometimes they don't have an arm. Sometimes they don't have the bottom half of their legs. They don't even have genitals. The Lord gets you, even when you're born. Or the Lord might, me thinking as a man right now, as a Jake man, thinking, okay, the Lord might say, okay, let them have fun for 5-6 years. Then I'm going to put them in a situation where the dog attacks them. The Lord is the ultimate drama king, man. Okay? Ultimate drama king. All right? Jake start to get gangster, like, hey, you want drama, yo? You want drama? Man, listen, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is the ultimate drama king, man. All right? Okay? So be not deceived. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, the Most High, is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So whatever you do, you're going to have to pay for. Sometimes you may have to pay for it in the current life that you live. Sometimes the Lord just says, let this person pass on. When they're reborn, that's when they'll get their comeuppance or their just dues on the left-hand side, which means punishment. Yeah? So that's why you got to tread very carefully. And being in this truth, I was watching Elder Malcolm, Sirach 428, the GMS Chicago camp, and Elder Malcolm even mentioned that, because they're the men of the Lord, and from the apostles on down, bishops on down, Elder Malcolm said that, they wrote these books, or they had the Yahweh Hashem Yahshua's name in their heart, mind, and their soul. They had it written down. It's like they went to the spiritual realm and they woke up. I don't know how he said it in so many words, but it was real, like, mind-blowing the way Elder Malcolm has said it. He said it's like you're in the spiritual realm, right? You write these things down, okay, and then you wake up in this dimension right now, and you remember it. It's like you're in the spiritual realm. You're remembering everything. So the Lord creates that pathway of connection between the spirit world and you right now, so you can remember these things from your previous lifetimes. It's amazing, man. But the way Elder Malcolm has said it, you need to watch that, man. Watch the last video of GMS Chicago, Sirach 428. The whole crew's out there. The men of the Lord, they're doing their thing. Beautiful lesson, man. Anyway, just wanted to touch on that, what's going on around the world with regards to beasts and mammals, and the amount of attacks going on, man. You saw, I went through quite a few and given reasons as to why things are the way they are, and the fact that orcas, man, are attacking, ships and doing planned attacks. It's like sedition is happening amongst the mammal and animal kingdom, bro. You got dogs tag teaming humans, and you got orcas or killer whales tag teaming or working in a group and bringing down ships. Why? Because one of their own suffered, man. Okay, there's no bygones. There's no let bygones be bygones, man. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua requires that which is past. So we are gonna get way more than even on your ass, Esau, and you heathens too. And you 2/3, hey, you're gonna get yours too. It's because of you MFers, you 2/3. This queendom is still going. because you're the talent, the music, the visuals in Hollywood videos that are keeping everything powered up in the society, as well as other things. I think that's about it. Anyway, all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yashai B'Shem Rakakwadash. Kala Lalima Yahweh B'Shem Yashai B'Shem Rakakwadash. And just one more thing I want to say. Dua to Yahweh B'Shem Yashai for making me an Israelite. Dua for waking me up. You know, may your glory reign forever and ever, which it will. And may Yahweh Malak HaMashiach Yahweh Shai return soon. Wa abad babal, wa abad babal, wa abad babal. Kwam Yashrala. Shalom.